Hello everyone, this is Fox Languages. Have you ever wanted to learn a language in a relaxed way with a method that allows you to learn grammar without studying it and also new words? If so, the only thing you need is a book about something you're interested in. This method is called extensive reading, and on today's video I'll explain exactly what it is, how does it work, and how you can take advantage of it to learn any language. Well, let's start with a key question. What is extensive reading? Extensive reading is the practice of reading without caring about the minutiae, without trying to understand every single word and piece of grammar. This method works the best when you read books that you can understand at least 70% of. So that's one hindrance of extensive reading. It's not addressed to beginners. You need to have, I would say, a B1 at least in order to use this method properly. When you start a new language, you need to learn new words, of course, and a little bit of grammar so you know how the language works. You can't extensive read yet since you just don't have enough vocabulary and experience with language for it. For beginners, the best method is the intensive reading, and I'll make a video talking about it. As I was saying, you need to select books you can understand at least 70% of. It also has to be a topic you're interested in so you don't get bored. You may wonder now how you can build fluency by just reading without studying grammar and conjugation tables or whatever, so we're going to explain right now how does this work. The goal is to consume as much content as possible, in this case written content that we can understand. By reading things you're interested in, you're making sure that you're learning words that you want to learn and that possibly you will use in real life. One of the most important things when it comes to learning languages is knowing what information to keep and what to discard. You'll encounter thousands of words and you gotta make sure you're learning the useful ones or the ones you want to learn. You'll have time in the future to learn words such as abjure, blitzkrieg, or jeopardize. While reading, you may encounter some words that you don't know the meaning of, but you'll be able to guess the meaning in at least half of the cases, thanks to the context. Also, one of the good things of reading things you're interested in and that you can understand is that the patterns will repeat a lot. Let's say you encounter some pattern, some sentence that has a preposition and you don't know why is that preposition used there. You'll be able to most likely guess the meaning of the sentence, and then you'll encounter it more times while you read, and if it's common you'll encounter it a lot more times, and with time you'll be able to identify it while others are speaking or while you read, and you'll be able to reproduce it in your own speech naturally just by reading it over and over again. This is of course part of the comprehensible input, since we're again consuming content that we can understand and we like. In order to be fluent in our native language, we have been exposed to an enormous amount of content, whether it is from conversations, from watching TV, from reading. So we can't expect anything different when it comes to a foreign language. We also need here huge amounts of content so we can get used to the language, to the different tones, accents, dialects, even speed. So with time it becomes more natural and more ingrained in our brain. A good and short way to use extensive reading is just grab a book that you like and you can understand, of course, and read it for 15 minutes a day or whatever you can. As I always say, the time is unimportant. What matters here is the constancy, doing it every day. You gotta take into account though that this method only covers the part of reading, and as I've said, there are 4 elements in language learning, so you also gotta add writing, listening, and speaking. For me, the most important ones are reading and listening, so I practice both every day, and I also practice speaking and writing every other day. You can do the same, or you can focus on other elements, or you can just practice all of them every day. It doesn't matter, it's all up to you. Just make sure you create a personal routine and stick to it. This is everything for today. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you discovered a new method for learning languages today, a good one. If you decide to try extensive reading, you can write down in the comments your experience with it. Hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see each other on the next video. Bye bye!